Everyone's having a party in the Gulf of America today. No, really, it's just me, but it is so beautiful here. No waves and lots of little fish. Check it out. Well, maybe I've scared them off with my twirling in the water. I got my earphone in, so I'd like to get a check if anybody can hear me, but there's nobody watching. Hello, hello from the Gulf of America. Look at me. I'm in the water, getting a good dose of magnesium from the salt water. The Gulf Coast is gorgeous today, very calm and serene. Yeah, we hear about Hurricane Erin, but we're glad that we are not anywhere near her path because this area truly, truly needs a break after the past 4 years of a Democrat managed hurricanes. There are sharks in here for sure. Absolutely. They're in the water, and I hope they're not in my vicinity or near these guys either. But yes, I have seen. Oh, and the dolphins are here. The dolphins are here. Oh my gosh, I am literally swimming with dolphins. Oh my gosh, I actually prayed to God that I would see some dolphins today, and I don't know if you guys saw that, but there's dolphins. They're right there. Come out, wherever you are. I'm trying to sound like a dolphin singing The Wizard of Oz. And meet the young lady who fell from a star. Do, 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 do. She fell from the sky. She fell very far. And Kansas, she says, is the name of the star. Kansas, she says, is the name of the star. I think I might be scaring them. Anyway, funny that you should ask about sharks. And the dolphin just showed themselves just briefly, and they seem to have moved on. So I don't see them anymore. Oh, where'd you go? Well, I know they're definitely in there. And I don't think that was a shark, because sharks don't usually belly up. You see that smooth gray dolphin skin gliding through the water. It's a beautiful sight. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? All right. Well, I feel blessed to know that I am actually swimming with dolphins. Even if I can't see them anymore, I'm sure they can see and hear me. If you want to come on the beach report, you have to be respectful. Like these big fish down here coming towards my feet. Oh my gosh, they're really big. Can you guys see the fish? They're each of them like 8 inches long. They're quite large. I'm gonna back off a little bit from the great big fishies. Yeah, I'm swimming with the fishes now, but in a good way, in a good way. Can you see those big fish? They've got a kind of a striped look to them, stripy fish. Maybe they're asking me for protection. Now look at all these little fish. Oh, I am so swimming with fishes. Now, the little fish are here, great. Those are called bait fish. You know, it's fun to be surrounded by bait fish. Yeah, maybe not. Okay, the wildlife is abundant. I don't want to get in too deep with all this wildlife out here, including dolphins that I just saw briefly, but they're out there too. And absolutely, there could be sharks. So, can you guys give me a sound check? I am going to turn my microphone off and tell me if it sounds better or worse. Now, better or worse? Let me know in the comments. The Beach Report is an interactive show. We all work together here. I have technical difficulties sometimes, and I rely on you to help me out, figure out how it's going. It's starting to get a little bit windy. Wishing the dolphins would come back. Come back! Don't go without me. Please come back. My last show got canceled due to heat stroke, which happens here out on the beach. It's almost 11 o'clock here in South Florida, Casey Key, Nokomis Beach. Here's an interesting beach inhabitant. I'm not touching it. I try not to touch things, you know. It's not always wise to touch things and you don't know what they are. Just enjoying a beautiful, perfect beach day. Do you feel like you're at the beach? It's always my goal that you feel like you're here. Yeah, it's not still the Gulf of Mexico though, sorry. It's the Gulf of America now. Get with the times. Changes. Turn and face the strange changes. Yeah, you're looking at the Gulf of America, my friends. I'm so proud to be a Make America Great Again supporter. So proud of my President Trump. So happy and excited for the future of my country and the rest of the world. Finally, not afraid to love my country, my country. I think Barack Obama, that ever happened to the United States of America. For some reason, they convinced us that we had all become racist and we had to elect a black president in order to prove that we were not racist, and it all went downhill from there. That's what I think happened. Right after 9/11. I'll never forget it. I was shocked that America would elect a man named Barack Hussein Obama right after 9/11. Devastating. And it was devastating to this country and the entire world because it was the beginning of a globalist coup. And I hope that America now learns the lesson. Do not let foreigners meddle in your country. And that means even foreigners born supposedly in this country to foreign parents. So, sorry, Marco, I love you, and I think you're amazing, and I think what you're doing for America is amazing, but you still can't be president. And all you Trump haters, I don't have any time for you. You can suck it. Because my president is the best president I think we've ever seen in our lifetimes. He has taken on such criminals. Again, people are either loving President Trump or they're afraid of him. It's either fear and loathing, or it's love, adoration, and gratefulness. Grateful that this billionaire would take time out of his life. He could be doing anything, but instead he is taking slings and arrows for all the rest of us. Hey, and I've been taking them too. He's not the only one. I don't take them as hard as he does for sure, but I feel it. I feel for him. And I feel for all of us who believed in President Trump, were devastated when they stole that election in 2020, and super proud to put him back in office where he belongs. Best president ever. I see angel numbers 111. Because the Lord saved President Trump's life in order that he could do what he's been doing lately, making America great again for real. All those foreign leaders sitting outside his office like a bunch of bad school kids, those globalist, technocratic, corporatocracy, oligarchy loving communists. So if you come on this show and you hate MAGA, well, then we know that you're afraid. You're afraid of us, you're afraid of President Trump, and you're afraid of being called out for what you really are, which is a criminal. And even those of you who were brainwashed into believing that President Trump was some sort of Hitler, and you didn't understand the truth of what was going on, and you didn't want to believe someone like me, you made fun of me, you called me names and said I was stupid. Well, I forgive you. If you can just admit that you were wrong, and we can be friends again. That's all. And anyone who calls me a racist is a racist themselves. I'm just going to throw that one right back at you because I don't have a racist bone in my body. But I understand that you do. You people harping on the color of someone's skin. I mean, you've been calling President Trump orange like that's a skin color. But, you know, that's what you did. You're racist pieces of garbage. I don't have a racist bone in my body. But I do hate people. No, I don't hate you. I guess I feel sorry for you, but, you know, I don't appreciate your racism in my country. You let Barack Insane Obama and the rest of his disgusting Clinton crew turn this country into a bunch of fearful, do-nothing, scared of their own shadow, scared to say anything that might be racist. Oh, you might be a racist. Yeah. You know, I was never considered anything Hitler, Nazi, anything, because, you know, I was raised Jewish. And, and then President Trump ran for office, and all of a sudden I became a Nazi. How'd that happen? How did that happen? Yeah, Ernesto is a real big talker behind his computer, behind his keyboard. But we know, Ernesto, that you're probably a child schmafficker or a pedo. What do they call that now? PDF file. You're a PDF file. You've got some problems. Anybody who hates MAGA right now and hates Trump, It's because you're afraid of him. It's because you're a criminal. It's because you have a problem. Maybe you're still brainwashed. I don't know how you could be though, but if you're still brainwashed, come on. Seriously? Get with the program. Even that bird knows. That is a good point. I see that someone says 350 million people in the United States and only a handful of people run for president. It is crazy. It really is. It's a tough thing to do. And you have to either be crazy or backed by a lot of money or something's going on. But I'm very grateful that President Trump undertook that Herculean effort to become president of the United States and save the world. Yeah, I see someone who is clearly a racist. Clearly a racist. Ernesto's a bot or Ernesto's a criminal. I don't know. I'm not even going to get rid of Ernesto because I don't care enough. I know, you guys, this is a safe space for MAGA, and if one of my mods wants to get rid of Ernesto, be my guest. I just can't be bothered because people like Ernesto don't bother me anymore. Not that they ever did bother me. I mean, I just was like, why? What's wrong with you? Like, what are you getting out of hating Trump and hating MAGA? Like, what is that? So, Rodrigo, I'm glad to see that my financial expert is on here and knows that tariffs are not the way. Okay, Ernesto, you keep on with that. I'm going to trust President Trump. I don't know where you got your economic degree, but really don't care. Glad that you know better than President Trump does, so we'll see how that goes for you. Oh, you're so welcome, Michael. Someone's got to say it. Someone keeps saying something about Jews. You know what? You're the real racist there. Bye. See you later. Bye. Everyone legal in the States is named Rodrigo. Yeah, I'm thinking he's probably doesn't even live in the United States, just hates America because he's Mexican or something. Look at all the little pretty green fish. Look how beautiful they are. Well, I just wanted to take y'all out for a little dip into the Gulf of America and enjoy this beautiful beach day with me. I'm live. I'm live. I'm live from the Gulf of America. Wait, who is that? Gracie! Such a beautiful country we live in. In the Gulf of America. So clean and beautiful right here where I am, Casey Key, Florida. The water is just gorgeous. I'm getting my dose of magnesium. You got that right, Earl Smith. I'm glad that people like Rodrigo don't live in my country. We don't want you. Stay in your own country. Don't come here. As Kamala would say, do not come. Do not come. Boy, she was great, huh? What a piece of work that woman was. Could you imagine? Could you guys even, if our country right now was being run by cackles? Oh man, I don't even want to think about it. So, if you voted for President Trump and you're MAGA like I am, I love you. I thank you so much. I'm so proud of President Trump right now. I'm about to burst with the pride of being an American. So I'm going to sing a song before I leave you here from the Gulf of America, because I'm going to take a real swim and I can't do that holding my phone. If tomorrow all the things were gone I worked for all my life, and if I had to start again, just my children and my life, I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA. Well, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. All right, you guys. I hope you enjoyed that little beach break. I've got to get back to work. Well, first I'm going to take a quick swim. And I'll see you on the next beach report. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Ciao for now.